Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Mission Matters Business Podcast. I'm your host, Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres. Keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, missionmatters.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today I have Robert Seeger on the line, and he's CIO over at Corporation for International Business. Robert, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. This is pretty cool and exciting.
Oh, man, so I'm excited to get into the new site you're launching, and we have some other updates you have there. But before we do that, let's get into what you're doing over at Corporation for International Business. So let's start out with you telling us a little bit more about the company, please.
Yeah, so I am the Chief Information Officer for we are basically a financial services firm. We're one of only two providers in North America that handles Carnets. Carnets is a French word, and Carnets are basically, for real easy terms, passports for merchandise. So if you need to bring your podcasting equipment over to Brussels, let's say, to do some interviews in Brussels, and you want to do it live, in order for you to get your equipment into Brussels, it's got to have a Carnet. If it doesn't have a Carnet, then you are going to have to pay a deposit to the countries of Brussels for the full value of the equipment. And if you're carrying over equipment that is valued anywhere between $20,000 or $15,000, $10,000, that's a lot of money to put down. So what the Carnet does, it acts as the security that tells Brussels that you have a bond against this equipment, and you're not going to leave it in Brussels and sell it and circumvent their tax system. Make sense?
Wow. Yeah, it makes total sense, and I get it. So that being said, let's get right into you have a new site that you're launching, some other things. Tell us about this rollout.
Well, we also have offices in the UK today, and we are actually launching a revamped version of our site for taking orders in order to process Carnets online for customers. And with Brexit coming up, and it's official now, and they're going through it, the need for Carnets is going to be great because it's no longer free travel from country to country in the Eurozone right now for the Brits. And so we're in the process right now of updating that site, and we're hoping to launch it by the end of March.
Wow, that's exciting. And what kind of feedback have you gotten on this, on the technology, on the site, on all this stuff before that? I'm just curious.
Yeah, it's really cool. So we've been in this industry for a while. Carnets, there's approximately 86 Carnet countries, 87 Carnet countries across the globe so far, and it's growing. And Carnets have been around since I'm new to this, so you have to forgive me, but they've been around since the mid '60s or so. And we've been on the forefront of it. We're actually one of helps create them. Like I said, we're one of two providers in North America. We have offices in the UK. We're looking at opening offices in Singapore because Singapore is currently not a Carnet country right now. They do everything with cash bonds only. So there's some opportunity there for us as well. But we pride ourselves on customer service. You can call our organization 24/7 and always speak to a live person. If you get a voicemail, it's because they're busy or on another call, and they'll call you back within moments after you leave that voicemail. And wow. Because our travelers go all across this globe, you can imagine they're calling at different times. Give example, we have all 5-star ratings on Trustpilot because of our customer service alone. We deal with folks. We deal with rock bands. We deal with news organizations, BBC. CNN, Fox, because they have to move their camera equipment everywhere. We deal with a large variety of orchestras from citywide type orchestras like the Chicago Symphony Orchestra to college orchestras because they like to go play in different countries. We deal with professional sports teams, the NFL as an example. This is an Olympic year, so we're going to be moving a lot of stuff for the Olympics. When you really get into it, it's amazing.
Massive.
How many?
Massive. Yeah,
it's massive.
As you're listing things, I'm thinking to myself, that's massive.
Well, and that's the thing. And one of the things that we suffer from, I shouldn't say suffer, but we struggle with is educating the public. So watch my LinkedIn profile. Sometime in March, we're going to start producing and pushing out videos that explain what we do in sort of an entertaining fashion. So I think it's exciting. We might even start podcasting.
I 100% think you should start podcasting. I think that's a great idea, and I think it'd be an awesome show to do for you to interview some of the people that are your clients. I think that'd be amazing. Like I'd want to listen to that show. It'd be like transporting $100,000 of equipment and how the Carnet saved you. And I'm just talking about it because as you're saying it, I'm like, wow, like the amount of, you don't think about it, like the amount of that cross borders in terms and the value, right? Like especially video equipment or things like that is just a lot. So what is so that being said, I'm just curious, so this Brexit thing is going to be good for your business, am I right? Like now you have
absolutely. I mean, now they've become an independent nation, and they're not part of the EU, which is all kind of open borders. So if you're in the EU and you travel from country to country within the EU, you don't need a Carnet, right? You just need a Carnet to get into the EU. But now, if you're Britain and you're traveling, across the river into France, you need a Carnet all of a sudden now. So that's going to increase business quite significantly.
Wow. Well, congratulations on that one. There's always a winner and a loser in every trade, right?
Yeah. Well, and I think it's a winner. I think it's a winner for the folks over in the UK. I got a lot of friends over there, and despite what you might hear sometimes, they're all for it. So they all think ultimately it's a good thing. Yeah. Yeah.
So Robert, if somebody's listening to this and they want more info or they want to learn more, what's the best way for them to follow up?
That's a good question. So they can go to our website at www.atacarnet, and Carnet is spelled Carnet, CARNET.com. So atacarnet.com, or contact me directly. You can hit me up on LinkedIn, or you can email me at rsieger@atacarnet.com, and I'd be happy to help anyone out. Or at least, if you're going to look for me to actually issue you a Carnet, then I would have to turn you over to one of our Carnet specialists, because I would probably get you caught up in customs jail.
Yeah, we're not having you do that part. You're the CIO. We're going to leave you on that one. All right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
If you need my help with your network or your computer, then I'm all over it.
That's awesome. Well, hey Robert, it's been awesome having you on the show. So I appreciate you coming on and telling us more about the work you're doing, and also about educating the audience and myself on Carnets and how to use them. So great stuff there. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. Hope you had fun listening, had fun making this for you. If you did, don't forget, subscribe to the podcast, leave me a review. If you're watching this on my YouTube channel, Mission Matters Business, give us a subscribe there, but also leave us some comments in the comment section. Love to know what you thought, and also to continue the conversation over in the YouTube community. And Robert, thanks again for coming on the show.